Welcome back. Well, Prince Harry's American life is reportedly hanging in the balance after a court made a ruling about his US visa.
Yeah, for more, we're joined by entertainment editor Peter Ford. Good morning, Pete. This all stems from details featured in that book of his, the memoir called Spare.
Yeah, and in it he boasted, you'd probably say boasted, about his drug usage in the past and the present at the time of writing the book. Now, that made for good copy in the book and it became one of the big breakout stories because a lot of people said, hang on, you've got a visa to be living in the United States. So this battle is being going on by a crowd called the Heritage Foundation, demanding that the paperwork be released, his visa application. And that is now going to happen by court order within the next 48 hours. That has to be made public. So we will see then, did he tell the truth, but he kind of got ticked off anyway and he was allowed to come in, or did he not tell the truth? Or in fact, was he not telling the truth in Spare? So there's a few unanswered questions which may become more apparent in the next 48 hours. To be very honest with you, it is highly unlikely that he'll get kicked out of the United States. He has an American wife, he has one child born in the United States, but still it could be a big blow to his credibility and public image if it's seen to be that he has lied.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we'll keep an eye on that one. A controversial Aussie figure has met some big names overseas.
Yeah, he's back. We haven't spoken about it for quite some time. Pete Evans is making inroads into the United States. He's been appearing on some media outlets over there. He attended a big function at Mar-a-Lago over the weekend where he met Donald Trump. He also met Elon Musk. We know that he knows RFK and also Marla Maples. He caught up with her, posted a photograph of himself. There she is. There's Marla Maples. And she's a big health advocate in America. He gave her a copy of his latest book. What Pete's saying in the media he's doing over there is he got cancelled here because he was speaking out and telling people to eat better and exercise more. We all know that's not the reason why Pete got cancelled. There's a lot more to it than that, including a device he was selling for $24,000. Things like that worked against him and led to him being cancelled. But if he can have a rebirth in the United States, be it by way of a government job, or if it is that his just profile becomes so big over there, obviously he's going to be back in the A game and can make a lot of money again.
That's an interesting move. A White Lotus star has clapped back during an interview.
Yeah, well, White Lotus, a lot of buzz around it, and one of the stories with the latest White Lotus season, 2 of the male cast members do full frontal nudity, including Jason Isaacs. Now, there's some debate as to whether, in fact, he's using a prosthetic appendage. Never thought I'd say that on morning TV or not. But either way, what
if you're
Jason
is... anywhere, it's going to be on the show.
Yeah, exactly. So what he's saying is the discussion, the laughter, the jokes, the criticism, all of that would never happen with a female doing a nude scene. Here's a little of what he said on a talk show in New York.
Let me ask you this. If you had a woman on here, would you be very keen on talking about her downstairs equipment? Would you ever talk to an actress about it? I don't think you would. I think it's a terrible double standard.
You do?
Yes,
no,
I do.
I would. I go there with everybody. Oh,
yeah?
you
when Mikey Madison comes on, you're going to talk to her about whether she was those are her real parts, will you? Or Margaret Qualley comes on. I don't think you will.
No.
And I've watched all the interviews and no one's ever asked them about their body parts.
Interesting. So let me ask you this whole prosthetic scene, because obviously it's
I'm
out there.
not talking about my penis on television. I don't think you'll be asking any actresses about their body parts that appear in the show.
I swear to God, if it happens, I would.
So we can move on.
I think he makes a valid point, but maybe it's because it is still somewhat new and rare for males to do full frontal stuff on television. So maybe once we all get used to it and it doesn't become a thing anymore, we won't be making jokes and having discussions about it.
We were going to bring the boom microphone back in, but we thought that would be highly inappropriate. Dolly Parton, meanwhile, has made her first public appearance since her husband's passing.
Yeah, big moment for her over the weekend. She made, as you say, her first public appearance since the death of Carl, heading towards 2 weeks ago. It's a big thing when you're in the public eye. How do you do it? When do you do it? What's appropriate? People are going to criticise you. But she had a really good reason to do it. It was the 40th anniversary of Dollywood, so she turned up for the very first day of that. And there she is there, looking great. And she said, I will always love him, obviously referencing the song that she wrote and, of course, became a big hit for for her, but also, of course, for Whitney Houston. And she said, I'll never stop loving him. So she's kind of got over that moment now of making that first public appearance. So she's back in business again.
All righty, Pete, thank you, mate. We'll be back to you again shortly.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pete.